Gentlemen, how this store got started was I'm really old, so I'm watching Flash Gordon in 1947. Now, I think Lucas did the same, and that's kind of what inspired him. So I've always been a sci-fi person. The drawback to that is when Star Wars came out, I'm already old. And I'm sitting in the theater thinking, God, this is the greatest movie ever. But, you know, I'm married, got obligations. I can't be running around collecting toys. So, not knowingly, but 15 years went by. I got remarried, had 2 boys, and in 94 they were 7 and 11. So they had missed the first 3 Star Wars, so we were into everything else but Lucas were stirring it all up, and the boys got into Star Wars, so I thought, here's my chance. The 3 of us went off on a 2-year fill the house tangent. And so in 97, we thought, you know, we're out of room. The boys like Star Wars. They need something to do, keep them out of trouble for the summer. So we opened up a little store just for the summer. And, you know, at the end of the summer, we were having too much fun, so we decided we would just leave it open after school and on weekends. And that was 18 years ago. Each year it would just get a little wilder and a little bigger. And here we are today. And that's kind of how it all got started. This is the entire collection. I do have a storage unit and a van that's full. But that's stuff that I'm prepping. As soon as I have room, I'll bring it in. As you can tell, there isn't a whole lot of room left in the store. Yeah. We've kind of maxed it out, but that's the fun part. Yeah. You know, not that I'm aware of, except Steve Sansweet did, who writes price guides and got Rancho Obi-Wan in California. He came, and I did have John Cena and his girlfriend come and visit us. That was kind of fun. At the time, I didn't know who they were, so I think they kind of liked that. Our new congressman, Derek Kilmer, is a huge fan. He's been here 4 or 5 times since he got elected. I think he makes excuses to come down and talk to the constituents so he can come here. So. Oh, yeah. But yeah, we've got, you know, probably had somebody, but not that I'm aware of. Yeah. But you know, I never know what's going to happen day to day, or who or what's going to come in. Maybe, so incognito, yes. We've pretty much met everybody except Harrison Ford and Lucas. Because back in the day, we used to go to several of the conventions, and that's where we would, meet them all. And back in '97, we went to the Men Behind the Mask tour, and that was everybody that had played in costume in the movie. And that's just when we opened that same year. And my boys were just starting to get into it. They really enjoyed it. And we met Chewie and R2-D2 and those guys, so it was fun. Yeah.
Have you met Warwick Davis?
No, I haven't met Warwick Davis. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, he was Wicket, wasn't he?
He was
Yeah. I'm thinking of the guy that played in the R2-D2. Yeah. We met him, but.
Yeah.
I do. Well, my favorite's still the AT-AT Walker and the old Millennium Falcon. Those 2 things, you know, that's what's important. Yeah. And my favoriteest thing, of course, is my tattoo of Carrie Fisher. The princess has touched the arm.
Now the force is within you.
Now, yes, it is. One of a kind, guys. One of a kind. Well, what happened there is because my kids were born in the 80s, we were into Ninja Turtles, Simpsons, Ghostbusters, He-Man, G.I. Joe, and you'll see that in the back corners of the store. rather than put it in the warehouse, I thought it was too nice and too neat to not share with other people. So we have that set up in some vignettes, and but people come in and they seem to really enjoy that. We got a little Star Trek in the back room, the dark side guys.
The enemy.
Yeah, we used to keep the door shut, but we've mellowed out. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised you let this happen in the bathroom.
I know.
Yeah, that'd be
Well, the bathroom's reserved for sports memorabilia.
Well, that'd be fun if you had some Star Trek toilet paper.
I know, wouldn't it? Well, to be honest, guys, I was a Star Trek fan 10 years before Star Wars. However, by the time we got around to collecting Star Wars, that we weren't into the Star Trek end of it. So that whole room of Star Trek kind of developed by people coming in, not knowing the difference, thinking it was Star Trek. And I'd say, man, this is really nice stuff, but I only buy Star Wars. And so they'd make an offer, and so I couldn't resist. So that's where the Star Trek came from.
Yeah.
We do sell a little bit of it occasionally, because there's several fans that are both. Well, you know, the John Cena thing was good. You know, who'd have guessed him and his girlfriend would be Star Wars fans? And that was kind of fun. I mailed his stuff to Florida and her stuff to San Diego. Our Congressman Kilmer, you know, that's always fun when he comes in. He's actually sent other congressmen in. We've got it pictured up here. We had part of the band, what is it? Sing. From out. I can't think of their name right now, but some of those came because they were playing at a theater here in town. And B-52s. And the guitar player for Cummings, the Guess Who singer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every once in a while, somebody like that will wander in. Of course, I don't know who the hell they are. And so until, you know, I start talking to them and we find out, oh, yeah, that's who you are. And that's kind of fun, you know, for me, because I come down, I never know who or what's going to come through the door at any minute. So it keeps it really interesting and fun. And we've probably had people from all over the world come, as you've seen on the map up there. I actually had some lady from Greenland come about a month ago. That's the first person from Greenland. Still don't have anybody from Iceland. You know, well, what I told Carrie, I told her that what I was going to do, go have it tattooed in that night. And then she came to Seattle about 2 years later during her one-woman show.
Yeah.
And so I bought a ticket for the front row and wore a sleeveless shirt to see if she would remember yeah, she was really nice, and that was a lot of fun. So if you run into Carrie, tell her that I'm sitting here in Aberdeen waiting for her to make a guest appearance at the store. Just let me know how much it'll cost me.